Now, listen. I know that BookTube doesn't need another little guy. But I think we should possibly consider that maybe, this little guy needs BookTube. Hey, my name is Sam. This is BookClubSamwich. I'm here to be overly enthusiastic and largely unhelpful. Oh, I didn't hear you come in. Hi, I'm editing Sam, or as I also like to call me, the Finding Out Sam. After yesterday's fucking around Sam, which I will return you to momentarily, I just wanted to come in and give a little bit of a disclaimer and a warning. I don't know how to edit audio. I did a bad job at lighting, and it reflects off my glasses constantly. And there are a couple bits where either the noise of the toilet in not this bathroom that I had accounted for, but the bathroom right behind where I was sitting that I did not account for. And I gotta re-record a little bit of talking in those places. Also, in just a moment, when I shoot back to me there, I talk about this book, but then I don't tell you what it is. The Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. I cannot believe I did this beautiful book the disservice of not, telling you what it is. Just trusting you to read it as I'm flailing around with it. Anyway, great book. I'm really sorry that I didn't initially tell anybody what it was called. I've decided that in order to get the learning episode out of the way, the bad one, the first pancake, as it were, I'm doing the newbie book tag to BookTube. I don't remember what the thing. I am doing that to introduce myself, find a little niche, find a place, find my people, and practice, because I don't know how to edit a video as of this moment right now. So it's gonna be a fun time. No, I don't. Do I look like I do? This is one of my favorite books of all time. I cannot stress to you enough how unbelievably good this is. And all of my friends who may read it, who want to read it, are simply not doing it fast enough for me to get my feelings and emotions out at them about it. So that's most of the reason. It's a very selfish reason. It's just that I have many things to say, and I needed a place to put those things. Also, I did kind of jokingly tell my friend I was going to do this, simply because I needed to talk about that. And I didn't realize until that very specific moment that I had this deep fear of disappointing the people that I love and care about. So I need to prevent that from happening, despite the fact that I know it's not going to happen, even if I did not do this. Anxiety's fun. Anxiety's so fun. Unfortunately, me, because I kind of do have to go everywhere that I go. And that's got to be frustrating for some people. Specifically me, in a lot of ways. My upstairs neighbors walk very loudly, but I did spend all day yesterday testing the mic situation, so I think you won't be able to hear them. There is a parking lot directly off of my patio. It's not my patio, despite the fact that I pay for it to be my patio. It is a walkway that my neighbors in this building and every building around me use to cut across to walk their dogs. I am bringing fruit flies right at the moment, given that it's fruit fly season. There's so many of them and I haven't been able to get rid of them. There's so many fly traps just all around this apartment and it's barely helped. Also bringing emotional support Eddie Kingston. It's my favorite wrestler. I will talk about wrestling at the drop of a goddamn hat because it's my favorite thing. And I just love talking about it. Unless it's WWE, I don't watch that shit. Okay, he's back. This is my son Gritty. He doesn't like to be held, but he's being so brave about it. Okay. Like, I feel like it's a little unhealthy, but having the motivation and the reason to make like dedicated reading time, because I have spent the last 15 years just in a horrible slump. And every time I thought I was getting out of it, like I read a lot of comics and then hit like a wall of just event fatigue from Marvel, and just it didn't just kill my like appreciation for Marvel comics, it killed my love of comics in general. Also, make friends. I forgot to add that part. That's another thing. This is Princess Millionaire Shortbread Biscuits. She's okay. She doesn't like to be held. I don't know, because I don't really remember a time without reading and without being surrounded by books and stories. It's kind of just always been a thing that exists. Like, my grandma has an obscene number of books. Many of them have made it onto my shelves because she's been getting rid of them a lot, especially recently. I don't know. Like, I don't remember not being able to read. I read very early. I was one of those kids. I talked very late and I read very early. I don't like romance, like, as a genre, and I don't like romantasy as a genre. I've tried. Akhtar fucking sucks. Sarah J. Maas as a person seems to fucking suck. I did say seems, so nobody can yell at me. I'm just saying. But Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows by Rebecca Ross. Which, by the way, I will take recommendations. I've seen a lot of people call that not romantasy. That's fucking romantasy. I read it hoping I would like it, but assuming I wouldn't. And I love them so much. I want more romantasy like these books. And not like Akhtar or Fourth Wing or any of those. Okay? Those are bad and I don't like them. These I love. I want more of those. Like, they made me cry. I also like crying though, so obviously, but I want more like those. Like I said, I didn't get into reading. Like, nothing got me into reading. It's part of me. Like, I would not be a whole person without reading, and especially without reading the books that I did when I was very young, many of whom were wildly age inappropriate, and I know that and I am living with the consequences of that. But a book series I do really fucking love, The Dark is Rising. There we go. The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper. It's 5 books based in, like, featuring a lot of Welsh folklore and Arthurian legend. And they're so good. They're great kids' books. And they're ones that, like, even hold up well. I did reread Over the Understone, the first one, like December, after I'd, like, finally, like, broken through the worst of my reading slump, like 15-year fucking reading slump. And they're just, it's so good and delightful, and it doesn't hold your hand through it in a way that makes kids feel stupid. And it's really engaging. Writing style's really engaging, really vibrant. They're great books. I highly suggest them. We got them, the whole series, for my nephew for Christmas this past year, and he was really excited about it, and I was like, just made me really emotional. So they're very good. Very good. Editing video, putting myself out there, marketing, reaching people, but also just overcoming the, like, fear and anxiety of even the idea of being perceived and judged in a way that I don't have any amount of control over. Not that you do in real life, but still. A little bit of everything. I'm back, hopefully for the last time, and we're just going to get through a list of books and a brief summary of each, because I tried to do that yesterday and then I got overexcited and talked for like 2 hours when I wanted it to be like 5 minutes at max. So we're doing it again for the last time. And I'm not going to edit out the sound of my neighbors this time, or even try, because I'm tired and I've given up. The Green Rider by Kristen Britton. Girl meets horse, befriends ghosts, delivers letter, saves the world. Raw Dog, The Naked Truth About Hot Dogs by Jamie Loftus. Whatever they say about the making of hot dogs is true, and it's beautiful. Nightlife by Rob Thurman. Boy gets dragged through portal by his own father, comes back worse, and then goes and tries to destroy New York. Enigma by Peter Milligan and Duncan Fegredo. Michael wakes up from his very boring life to discover that the comic book hero that he loved from his childhood is real and made him gay. Obviously, because wrestling. Mox by John Moxley. And nothing I say about it will be funnier than this little bit that I'm going to read to you, because it validated me as an autistic person with food issues, but also it made me laugh so fucking much the first time I read it. From page 78, chapter titled Sandwiches. There are 4 key points to consider when executing your perfect sandwich. 4 pillars, if you will. They are as follows: bread, ingredients, balance, and entry point. The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula K. Le Guin. This just in, human man thinks he knows the answers, despite all evidence to the contrary. Welcome Back by Christopher Sabella. What if you and your soulmate were reincarnated over and over through time, but with the sole purpose of trying to kill each other? The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. What if you made a mistake and then it came back to kill you and everything and everyone that you love, including the dog? Parsnips, Buttered by Joe Lycett. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss, Get Away With It. The Blood of 10 Chiefs, short story anthology. Your favorite authors wrote ElfQuest fanfiction and got paid for it, which is unfair. Dune by Frank Herbert. If there's a Dune movie and it doesn't have the dinner scene, it is not a good Dune movie. I do not care how good the actual movie is. I am looking at you, Denny. Sex Criminals by Matt Fraction and Chip Zdarsky. John and Susie meet, have sex, and discover that they stop time when they come, and then use that skill to rob banks in order to save a library. Also, it is completely unfappable. Like, it is not horny. Like, it's horny, but it's not, like, sexy and erotic. Just in case that's, like, a thing that would bother you, you should still read them because it's so good. To Be Devoured by Sarah Tantlinger. Lesbian wants to be a vulture more than she wants to eat pussy, and then puts a lot of weird stuff in her mouth to cope with it. The Lottery by Shirley Jackson. But I didn't vote for this. That made me laugh over my lunch break today. I died. That was funny to me. And I think that's the end. That's all of the things I wanted to cover. I'm so glad you asked. I call it the Rude Ben. If I could eat nothing else for the entire rest of my life, it would be this sandwich. Okay? So, okay, keep it up. We're going to start with slice of marble rye, or like a really seedy pumpernickel. Like, I want like lots of seeds, lots of caraway in there. Then like half corned beef, half pastrami. Like the amount you would put on a regular Reuben. We're just half and half pastrami and corned beef. It's gotta be half and half. It's important. Then we want like 2 nice like slices of like a creamy mild cheese, like a Havarti, a Munster. Munster is really good on it. And then just a pile of like finely shredded green cabbage slaw. Like really simple, just cabbage, a little bit of salt, and blue cheese dressing. Very important, blue cheese dressing. And then, on top of all of that, the thing that makes it, tarragon pickled shallots. Oh my god. Like, I'll grant you, you probably have to make them. In which case, it's like a really simple pickling liquid with a lot of extra allspice and like some fresh and dried tarragon and a lot of pepper. It's so good. And then, you know, your other slice of bread. Oh, perfect sandwich. Thank you for being here if you made it to the end. If you just like scrubbed through, that's also fine. I'm not going to do this consistently because I have too much to do. I'm also a dungeon master. So I do need to actually prep for that sometimes and build some sets and stuff. Also, wrestling happens. It's weird. It happens on a regular basis. And I gotta do it because I love it so much. I'm still not over All In, by the way. It was great. Like, Hangman winning the belt again. Perfect moment. And then he takes the belt out of the briefcase and it's still got fucking Bryan Danielson's goddamn nameplates on it. Can you fucking believe I'm fine